Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Great. Today, we're diving into one of those UFO incidents shrouded in mystery and controversy,
Oh, yeah.
the Maury Island Incident.
Hmm.
So picture this. It's June 1947,
Okay.
just days before Roswell.
Oh, wow.
A time when, people are already looking at the skies with a mix of curiosity and maybe a little bit of fear.
Right, yeah.
Now imagine being Harold Dahl
Oh,
and Fred Chrisman,
okay.
two harbor patrolmen just going about their day on Puget Sound.
Yeah.
And suddenly their lives take this sharp turn into the unknown.
You know, the post-World War II era, it was a time of a lot of tension, right? The
Sure.
Cold War is brewing.
Yeah.
The U.S. is worried about Soviet technology. So even these kind of outlandish claims about UFOs, they took on this whole new meaning.
People were primed for the extraordinary, you're right. And
Yeah.
that's where Dahl and Chrisman come in.
Yeah.
They report seeing 6 donut-shaped objects just maneuvering in the sky. And not only that, they claimed one of these objects looked like it was in distress.
Oh.
Started shedding this debris, some of it even falling right onto their boat.
It wasn't just seeing lights in the sky.
No.
He said this debris was molten metal,
Molten metal.
causing damage to the boat,
Wow.
allegedly even killing Dahl's dog and hurting his son.
It's like something out of a sci-fi movie, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Except for them, this was their reality.
Yeah.
And then things get even weirder.
Oh,
They report being approached by a man in a dark suit.
the man in black.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a classic in UFO stories, isn't it?
Right.
Kind of represents that that government secrecy,
The unknown.
or maybe even something a little more sinister.
It definitely adds to the whole mystery of it all.
Oh, for sure.
So, Dahl and Chrisman,
Yeah.
they report this incident, right?
Right.
To their superiors, who then contact the military.
So now the Air Force gets involved.
Enter Captain William Davidson and First Lieutenant Frank Brown.
Mm.
They're tasked with investigating these claims.
Yeah.
They travel to Tacoma, meet with Dahl and Chrisman,
Yeah.
even collect a sample of that mysterious debris.
So it seems like they're getting somewhere.
Right. Like we're about to get some answers.
Well, this is where things get even more complicated.
Of course.
On their flight back to California,
Uh-huh.
Davidson and Brown's plane crashes,
Oh, no.
killing both of them
Oh, wow.
and destroying all the evidence they had.
The whole incident, already so mysterious,
Yeah.
now takes on this tragic dimension.
Yeah, it becomes this, like, focal point for speculation.
It's like something right out of a conspiracy thriller.
Right.
You know, the Air Force, they eventually concluded that the Maury Island incident was a hoax.
But a lot of people still have doubts.
They do.
It's important to remember the timing of all this.
Yeah.
Just weeks before Dahl and Chrisman's encounter, pilot Kenneth Arnold, he reports seeing 9 unusual objects near Mount Rainier.
Right.
This is what many consider the start of the modern UFO era.
It set the stage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the public was already, kind of fascinated by this idea of UFOs.
Ready to believe.
Yeah.
So the Maury Island incident happening right after, and then with the tragic deaths of the investigators,
Yeah.
it really fueled that fascination even more
It did.
with UFOs and the possibility that something truly extraordinary was happening.
It's this mix of events, the timing, the details, the tragic ending.
Yeah,
It all makes the Maury Island incident this really important part of UFO history.
it does.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break,
Yeah.
and when we come back, we'll dig even deeper into this fascinating incident.
Absolutely.
Stay with us.
You know, what's really interesting about the Maury Island incident,
What's that?
it's how it sparked all these different theories and interpretations.
Yeah, you're right.
Even if you, put aside whether Dahl and Chrisman truly believed they saw what they reported,
Right.
or if it was all made up,
Mm-hmm.
it still says a lot about what people were worried about back then.
Like the anxieties of the Cold War.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like a blank canvas. People projected their hopes and fears onto it.
Some saw it as proof of aliens,
Right.
while others saw it as Cold War paranoia.
And then there are those who think the government was covering something up.
Oh, yeah, the whole it's a hoax explanation to
Mhm.
hide some advanced technology or a secret project.
And the plane crash,
Yeah,
it just fueled those conspiracy theories
totally.
because it destroyed the debris sample.
Right.
No evidence, lots of speculation.
It's fascinating how this incident, even though it happened before Roswell,
Right.
it had all these themes that became like the hallmarks of the UFO phenomenon.
Yeah, the government secrecy.
The ambiguous evidence,
Exactly.
the struggle to make sense of it all.
The public was already on edge with the Cold War. They were ready to believe that something bigger was going on.
And the media played a role too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
All those stories about flying saucers and alien encounters.
It just created this atmosphere of uncertainty and suspicion.
It's like they were both reflecting and amplifying the public's fascination.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into the specifics of Dahl and Crispin's story.
Okay.
What evidence did they actually present?
Well, besides their own words,
Yeah.
the main evidence was that debris that supposedly fell from the UFO.
The molten metal.
Right. Dahl said it was white, metallic,
Uh-huh.
almost like molten lava,
Wow.
damaged the boat's deck.
And supposedly killed his dog and injured his son.
Right.
Did the investigators examine it?
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
A plane crash
Yeah.
took Davidson and Brown and whatever samples they had with them.
So we don't have any analysis of it.
Yep.
It's all just speculation then.
That's part of what makes it so interesting.
Right.
A puzzle with missing pieces.
An open-ended story. It makes you wonder, what were Dahl and Crispin really up to?
Were they convinced? Were they seeking attention?
Maybe something else entirely.
Let's think about that.
Okay.
If they made it all up,
Yeah.
what would their motive be?
Maybe a prank for local fame?
Could be.
Or trying to sell their story?
Maybe.
Caught up in the UFO craze?
Possibly.
Wanted to be part of the excitement?
Yeah.
But if they were faking it,
Uh-huh.
wouldn't they expect all the scrutiny and investigation?
You'd think so.
It seems risky for a small payoff.
Some researchers think they might have gotten tangled in something much bigger.
Like they were manipulated by
Maybe.
the government.
You know, during the Cold War,
Uh,
there were a lot of disinformation campaigns.
yeah.
Dahl and Crispin could have been pawns.
Wow.
Their story, a way to distract from something else.
That's kind of scary,
It makes you think about how easily people can be influenced.
especially when there's fear and uncertainty.
Exactly.
The Maury Island Incident,
Yeah.
it's still debated today.
It's a legacy of mystery and unanswered questions.
A reminder that not all stories have neat endings.
Sometimes the most compelling ones are those that leave us wondering.
It's amazing how one incident can cause so much debate,
Yeah.
especially one as hazy as this.
It's the not knowing, right?
Yeah.
That's what keeps it alive.
Was it a real UFO encounter? A hoax?
Who knows?
Maybe something in between?
Exactly. We might never know for sure.
And that's what keeps people talking about it.
It makes you think about history in a different way.
Not always clear cut.
Yeah. Full of uncertainty.
This deep dive has really shown how powerful stories are,
Uh-huh.
especially when it comes to UFOs and the unexplained.
People want answers.
Even if the Maury Island incident was a hoax,
Yeah.
it still played on those fears
Oh, yeah.
about the government keeping secrets.
Like they know something we don't.
Exactly.
It's
It
classic.
makes you question everything.
For sure.
And the media back then didn't help, did it?
No, all those sensationalized reports,
Flying saucers, alien encounters,
it just added to the confusion.
made people believe even the craziest stories.
The Maury Island incident, real or not,
Yeah.
became part of this bigger conversation.
About UFOs, government secrecy, even truth itself,
It makes us look at our own belief.
and the evidence we base them on.
Right.
So what should our listeners take away from all this?
I'd say embrace the mystery.
Oh, I like that.
Don't get hung up on needing all the answers.
Some things we might never know.
Exactly.
It's the journey that's important.
To exploration.
The Maury Island incident with all its unanswered questions.
It invites us to do just that.
To question, to explore, to be open to new possibilities.
Stay curious.
Right?
Don't be afraid of not knowing everything.
Well said.
It's a vast and wondrous universe out there.
Full of secrets.
Maybe someday we'll learn more about what really happened.
Until then, the mystery lives on.
And that's okay.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
My pleasure.
Till next time, keep looking up.